very good morning everyone. After the long vacation, I heartily welcomes you all. I hope you are fine and safe at your place. Before the vacation, we have completed unit number 2. That is the block diagram of register, asynchronous 4-bit binary counter. That is our last lecture of unit number 2, lecture number 6. Now let us begin with the unit number 3. This is the first lecture based on unit number 3. This particular unit is related with the representation of data. You have already learned the given topics in the subject of maths. The first topic is called Introduction to Number System. We have to learn multiplication and division of two binary numbers. The data can be represented by floating point or fixed point representation. And at last, we will conclude with the error detection code, that is parity bit. So these 5 are the topics which we are going to cover in the unit number 3, that is data representation. First topic is what? Introduction to number system, multiplication and division of two binary numbers, floating point and fixed point representation, and error detection code, that is called parity bit. So now let us start with the first topic, introduction to the number system. The question is what? What is number system? You need to explain what is number system. So the set of number is known as number system. So from name only you are able to understand that number system is nothing but it is a collection of number, it is a set of number, or it is a group of number. So in mathematics, a number system is a set of numbers. The number may be in the form of natural number, integer number, rational number, algebraic number, real number, and complex number. So these all are the examples of number system, which includes natural numbers, integer numbers, rational numbers, algebraic numbers, real numbers, and complex numbers. So these 2 points you need to write in the number system. Number 1, in the mathematics, a number system is nothing but it is a set of numbers which may be in the form of natural numbers, integer numbers, rational numbers, algebraic numbers, real numbers, and complex numbers. I hope the following slide is properly clear. Now let me move to the next. Then there are 4 types of number system. That means you can represent your data in different forms of number system. The commonly used number system is binary, octal, decimal, and hexadecimal. The following number system you have already learned in the another subject. right? So binary, octal, decimal and hexadecimal, these four are the types of number system. Now see, binary number system means what? When there is only two numbers, that means either 0 or 1. Generally, binary is used when you deal with the computer system, because your data is there in the form of binary only. As you people know that computer can only understand the language of binary, right? So binary, bi, we are using the terms like bidirectional, bisectional. So what is the term bi? Bi stands for 2, right? Bi stands for 2. So when there is a true number, either 0 or 1, that number system is known as binary number system. The next number system is octal. Octal means what? When there is a use of 8 number, octa means 8, group of 8 is known as octal. So from starting numbers from 0 to 7, right? So that number is known as octal number system. The next number system is decimal number system. In decimal number system, it is a natural number system which we are using in our daily life. So you can have the group of numbers between 0 to 9. Such kind of number system is known as decimal number system. And the fourth one is called hexadecimal system, in which the number is between 0 to 9 and there is a combination of alphabet starting from A to F. And if you count these numbers, it is 16. So it is known as hexadecimal numbers. Let us understand this particular slide once again. There are 4 types of number system using which you can represent your numbers, which may be in the form of binary, your data may be in the form of octal, it may be in the form of decimal or hexadecimal. Now if you use first number system, it is called binary number system. From name only you can understand that when there is only two numbers, either 0 or 1, such kind of representation is known as binary number system. The next is called octal. Octal stands for group of 8 numbers which is between 0 to 7. In the decimal number system, which can be commonly used, the number is between 0 to 9. So total 10 numbers are there, starting from 0 ending to 9. And the last number is known as hexadecimal system, in which you are having 0 to 9 digits, as well as it gives you alphabets starting from A ending to F. If you calculate this number, it becomes 16. Now focus on the given table, which contains system, base and digits. You need to write 4 different number systems in a system column. You need to write the digits which we have already declared. It is inside the digit column. The base you need to specify. How base is specified? From the digit calculations. For the first system there are 2 numbers, so you need to write base as a 2. For the second system you are having total 8 numbers, so you need to write base as a 8. With the decimal number system we have 10 digits, so you need to write base as a 10. At last, hexadecimal number system is a collection of 16 digits. So you need to write 16 as a base over here. So this is the combination of alphanumeric, alphabet plus numeric in the hexadecimal system. So this is about the number system. Now here is a table of different types of number system as well as the base, right? So first of all you need to write 4 different number system: decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal. I have written base of each number system over here. That is, decimal number system contains 10 as a base, binary number system contains 2 as a base, octal number system contains 8 as a base, hexadecimal number system contains 16 as a base. Now what you need to do? You need to write 0 to 15. This is the routine number system, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So this is the decimal number system in which base is of 10. Now what you need to do? You need to switch in the second number system, which is called binary number system, in which what you need to do? You need to make a combination of 0 and 1 only, because we are having 2 numbers. So first of all I have written 0, 1. After 0 and 1, what you need to do? You need to place 1 over here. So the next combination after 0 and 1 is what? 10, then 11, then 100, then 101, then 110, then 111. Now see, these all are the combinations of binary number system. I want to specify one thing over here, that if you want to write 9 decimal number into the binary number, at that time the 9 is written as 1001 in binary format. Is that clear to everyone? I am going to repeat this point once again, that suppose I want to convert decimal number system into the binary number system, what you need to do? For the decimal base 9, which is same as 1001 in binary number system. The next number system is known as octal number system, in which you can use any number between 0 to 7. Now what you need to do? First of all you need to write basic number starting from 0 ending from the 7. After that what you need to do? You need to place 1 before each number. So it becomes 10 after 7. So if the decimal number is of 9, octal number is 11. If decimal number is 14, octal base is 16. Why? Because in the octal we can use numbers between 0 to 7 because our base is of 8. The next number system is called hexadecimal base, in which you can use 16 numbers or alphabet. The numbers are 0 to 9 and alphabets are A to F. So total 16 values you can place inside hexadecimal base. Let us repeat this table once again. Decimal provides you base as a 10, binary contains 2 base, octal contains 8 base, hexadecimal contains 16 base. So with the hexadecimal you need to write 0 to 9 numbers. After 9 there is a turn of A, B, C, D, E, F. Now tell me, suppose I want to write number after F, then what is the next number in the hexadecimal? It is 10. Why? Because you need to place 1 before each number. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 up to 19. After 19, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E and 1F. So in this way you can have the numbers regarding each number system. The next number is totally depends on the base or any number system which you have chosen. I hope it is properly clear, and this topic is already there in CF, I think so, right? So in that subject you have already learned different kinds of number systems, but it is there in our syllabus, so I have repeated that question over here. The next question is, explain binary multiplication and binary division rules. Or the question may be asked in the form of, write an example of multiply two binary numbers. Now see, before understanding the binary multiplication and binary division, our first requirement is what? We need to learn the binary arithmetic, which may be in the form of binary addition, binary subtraction, binary multiplication and binary division. So before starting with the multiplication, I would like to teach you that binary addition and binary subtraction. Now see, there is a rule to perform addition or subtraction of binary number system, and each rule you need to mug up, otherwise you are not able to perform binary arithmetic operations. Again, this particular this particular question is already there with the maths. Hital ma'am has already teach you how to perform binary addition, binary subtraction, binary multiplication or binary division. But because it is a part of our syllabus, so I have taken the examples over here. I have taken the theory from maths only, right? So it may be possible that some of the points are repeated over here, which is already there with the maths. Now, what is the term binary arithmetic? Now arithmetic means what? Either addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. You can use any methods. It is known as arithmetic. Binary operations can be performed using arithmetic. Now operations means what? It is nothing but plus, minus, multiplication or division, which can be performed with the help of arithmetics. Now over here we need to use addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, but it is with the binary number system. So naturally the base is of 2. Why? Because we are going to use binary numbers. So it is either 0 or 1. Is that clear to everyone? Now this can also be known as true state or false state, because we have only two possibilities, either 0 or 1. That is also known as either true value or false value. Binary arithmetic is a part of digital system. As I have already told you in the very beginning of this session, that binary number system is generally used with the computers or any digital system, because digital system can only understand the language of binary. Now operation may be in the form of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So these all are the methods which can be used with the binary numbers. These operations are easier than decimal number system. Why? Because with the decimal number system we need to deal with the 0 to 9 numbers. But over here with the binary number system we are having only the combination of 2 digits, that is 0 or 1. And naturally our answer would be there in the form of 0 and 1 only. Right? Now let me repeat these points once again. I am going to read the slides. If anything is missed out, then I will explain. The first point is known as arithmetic means basic binary operations. Binary is a base 2 number system that uses two states 0 and 1 to represent a number. We can also call it to be a true state or false state. Binary arithmetic is an essential part of various digital systems. As I have told you that digital system is nothing but it is a computer or any digital devices which contains binary data. We can add, subtract, multiply and divide binary numbers using various methods. These operations are much easier than decimal number arithmetic operations, because the binary number has only two digits, either 0 and 1. So this is all about binary arithmetic. Now let us begin with the concept of binary addition. Now see, binary addition or subtractions are same as whatever things you are going to perform with the decimal number systems, right? The same thing you are going to perform over here. Suppose you are performing addition, at that time there are two output, number one sum and carry. So sum can be represented using variable s and carry can be represented using variable C. So binary addition and subtractions are performed as same in the decimal addition and subtraction number system. When we perform binary addition, there will be two output. One is known as sum, which can be represented using variable S, and another is called carry, which can be represented using variable C. Over here, table contains rules related with the binary addition. I have written 4 possible combinations of two input variable, that is 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. So if you have addition of two numbers and one number is 0 and another number is 0, at that time sum would be 0 and carry would be 0. Suppose you have 0 1 combination, at that time sum would be 1 and carry would be 0. If you have the third case, that is 1 plus 0, so sum would be 1 and carry would be 0. If you have fourth case 1 plus 1, in this particular case you have sum as a 0 and carry you need to write as a 1. Now consider the situation when there is a 3 numbers addition, 1 plus 1 plus 1. So in this particular case sum would be 1 and carry would be 1. In the sixth case, we need to add 4 binary numbers, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. In such case, sum would be 1 and carry would be of 10. This thing you need to keep in the mind. This particular table is the representation of rules of binary addition, which you need to mug up. Otherwise, you are not able to perform binary addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. I have written 6 possibilities of case regarding binary numbers 0 0 0 1, 1 0 1 1, then 111 and 4 times 1. So if this type of input is there, at that time you need to produce output as a sum and carry. For the first case, both would be 0. For the second case, sum would be 1 and carry would be 0. For the third case, sum would be 1, carry would be 0. For the fourth case, sum would be 0 and you need to put 1 carry. For the fifth case, sum would be 1 and carry would be 1. And for the last case, that means you are having 4 ones. At that time, there is a sum of 1 and you need to put carry as a 10. Now let us consider the examples of binary addition. The first number is 1010. Another number is 111. Let us perform binary addition with this particular two numbers. Now what you need to do, if you do not remember the rules, at that time what you need to do, you need to keep that table in front of your eyes and you need to see in that table. Right? You need to focus on that table so that you can easily understand the given concept. I have written carry over here. Right? Now in the table of rules of binary addition, you need to see the combination of 0 and 1. 0 and 1 produces 1. Right? 0 and 1 means what? 1. Double 1 means what? Double 1 means sum equals to 0 and carry related with that number is 1. Again double 1 is there. So again 0, carry 1. Again there are 2 times 1. So 0, 1. And finally you need to write 1 over here. So the answer of 1010 plus 3 times 1 is 10001. I am going to repeat this point once again. 0 plus 1 returns 1, 1 returns 0 and carry is a 1. Again 1 so 0, 1 carry, 1 0, 1 carry. There is no number before this, so we need to write 1 over here. So answer is 1, 3 times 0, 1. The next binary addition is 11011 plus 1101. So this number I have already written over here. Now 1 means 0 and 1 carry, 1 0 1 carry, 1 0 1 carry. Now over here 3 times 1 is there. So you need to see 1 plus 1 returns sum as a 1 and carry as a 1. 1 0 and 1 carry and 1 over here. You just need to mug up rules of binary addition. That's it. If you understand that rules properly, at that time you can perform any binary number addition. Right? Let me repeat this sum once again. 1 that means addition of 2 1. 1 plus 1 returns 0 and 1 as a carry. 1 returns 0, 1 as a carry. 1 returns 0, 1 as a carry. Here we are having 3 combinations of 1. So for 3 combinations we have 1 as a sum and we need to write 1 carry forward. Now 1 returns 0 and 1 as a carry. And over here there is no numbers before this. So we need to write 1 as it is over here. Now see, this is the addition of integer numbers. Now consider the case when there is a floating point numbers, right? So when there is a fraction number, what you need to do? You need to write numbers in this way. 1101.101. You need to write number in such way that you need to make a point at the same place. This is the rule of mathematics only, right? So now what you need to do, you need to make a plus sign over here and 1 0 1 carry, 1 0 1 carry, 1 again 0 1 carry, and point you need to write over here. Now 3 times 1 is there, so what you need to do? You need to write sum as 1 and carry as 1. 1 0 1 carry. 3 times 1 1 and 1. 1 0 and 1 carry. And finally 1 you need to write over here. So what would be the answer of 1101.101 plus 111.011? The answer is 10101.000. So this is the answer of binary numbers having floating point values. The next example of addition of binary numbers is 1011.101, and you need to add this number with 1101.01. Now over here you can see that first number is less than the second number. So point value you need to manage. Right? Over here we have 0, 1 only. So with this after point there is a 3 numbers, and over here after point 2 numbers. So what you need to do? You need to place 1 0 over here, and before point you need to write the numbers. Now perform binary addition as you follow the rules of binary numbers, right? So 1 0 returns 1, again 0 1 returns 1, 1 0 returns 1, double 1 returns 0 as a sum and carry as a 1, triple 1 returns 1 as a sum and carry as a 1, again triple 1, so 1 as a sum and carry as a 1, 1 double 0, so 1 1 1 0 carry 1, 1 1 0 carry 1, and again you need to write 1 over here. So this is the answer of 10111.101 plus 110.111.010. Only the logic which you need to understand is what? You need to write point at the same place. Otherwise you will not get the correct answer. And this is the rule of mathematics only. Right? Whether you perform binary addition or whether you perform decimal number addition, rule remains same. So I hope that addition of binary number is properly understood. We have taken two different examples. In the first slide we have learned binary addition of integer number. In the second slide we have learned the binary addition of floating point numbers. In our next session we will understand binary subtraction. So I hope the today's session is properly clear, as it is a part of another subject like CF or maths. The number system is a part of CF, and addition and subtraction and multiplication and division, this all are the part of maths which you have already learned, right? So I hope it is properly clear. I just need to polish that points, nothing else, right? So I hope that you enjoyed the session. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye everyone.